We often look at massive success, a huge business, a fit body, or deep knowledge and feel overwhelmed, believing we have to make huge, impossible changes overnight. But what if the path to massive results was actually built on tiny, almost invisible changes? Today's inspiring tale is about two gardeners who proved that small habits beat massive efforts every single time. Listen to the end, and you'll learn why you should stop trying to move mountains and start moving grains of sand. In a village known for its beautiful produce, lived two neighbors and friends. Ben and Sam both loved gardening, but had opposite approaches. Ben believed in massive, dramatic effort. He would work himself to exhaustion for days straight, digging huge plots, planting every seed he owned, and then collapse, doing nothing for weeks. He'd wait until he felt overwhelmingly motivated to return, always hoping for a huge result instantly. Sam, however, was quiet and consistent. He committed to tending his garden for 15 minutes every single day, no matter the weather or how motivated he felt. He focused on tiny, daily improvements, pulling 3 weeds, turning a small patch of soil, or watering 1 row. After 1 month, Ben scoffed at Sam. "My friend, I worked 50 hours last week. You spent less than 10. You have only tiny sprouts. I dug huge beds. My efforts are 10 times bigger than yours." Sam simply smiled and returned to his tiny, daily tasks. He knew a secret. Tiny efforts compound. By being consistent, he was adding strength and health to his soil every single day. He never broke his streak, never relied on a burst of motivation, and never let the weeds take root. Ben's huge beds, left unattended for weeks at a time, suffered. Weeds flourished. The soil hardened and cracked in the sun. Every time Ben returned, he was forced to spend hours reversing the damage caused by his weeks of inactivity, erasing his own hard work. 3 months later, the difference was astounding. Ben's garden was a monument to inconsistency, scattered plants, and patches of neglect, with very little yield. He was back where he started, facing the exhausting task of another massive effort. Sam's garden was flourishing. The plants he had diligently tended for 15 minutes a day were now strong, healthy, and produced an abundant, steady harvest. His growth wasn't explosive. It was inevitable. Ben, defeated, walked to Sam's fence. "Sam, your success is a miracle. I worked harder than you, but I have nothing. What is your secret?" Sam leaned on his shovel, covered not in sweat, but in the peaceful dirt of daily work. "Ben, the secret is that I didn't work harder than you. I worked smarter than the weeds," Sam said gently. "Your big, sporadic efforts created just as much destruction through neglect as they did progress. You started over 10 times," he continued. "I never relied on the motivation for a whole day. I relied on the discipline of 15 minutes. I didn't aim for a miracle. I aimed for 1% better than yesterday." That small, daily effort, compounded over 3 months, became an unstoppable force. Ben finally understood. The path to huge results wasn't found in monumental effort, but in the tiny, relentless steps taken when nobody, not even he, was watching. What is your 15 minutes today? Stop waiting for the perfect 5-hour window. Find the tiny, easy task you can commit to right now. Commit to being 1% better today than you were yesterday. That small seed of effort will eventually create the unstoppable force of your success. If this story helped you commit to your tiny daily habit, please like the video and share this lesson. Subscribe for more wisdom to fuel your consistent progress.